Hello people, welcome to my first video. So today I'm going to be talking about the 5 best books that I read during the lockdown. Obviously I read more, but the video can only be so long, right? Let's roll the intro. So the first book that I read that I'm going to talk about is The Power of a Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. So the book is about, as the title suggests, the power that a subconscious mind holds and how you can use this power to build prosperity, relationships, happiness and success in our lives. The book is packed with real life stories of people who have applied this principle to change their own lives. So the second book that I'm going to talk about needs no introduction. Obviously, as you can tell from the B-roll, it's Game of Thrones by G.R.R.M. It's the first book of the Song of Ice and Fire series. Yes, I know that I was living under a rock that it took me so long to read this book. But hey, I watched the series, so what the hell. But let me tell you, those who haven't read it and have only seen the show, you're missing a lot. There are tons of differences between the book and the show. Also, if like me, you were disappointed with how the show ended, you can start the books as the author has hinted that it might have a different ending than the show. So the third book is not something that I read for the first time during the lockdown. I technically reread it, but my video, my rules. What are you gonna do about it? Jokes aside, I really wanted to feature this book in my first video because of the impact it has had on my life. It's Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. This book is listed in the 100 most important spiritual books of the 20th century. This is an astonishing autobiography of a man who knew from childhood he would travel a mystic path. This book explores the grey line between the ordinary and the extraordinary. It's about the laws of life that create the miracles we tend to call coincidences. Don't believe me? Fine. Even people like Steve Jobs, Elvis Presley and Virat Kohli have recommended this book. Okay, so the fourth, Dharmayodhya Kalki by Kevin Missel. This book is the first book in the Kalki trilogy by the author. It's a mythological fiction, which is kind of my weakness. Missel has done a great job with narration, but the pace of the book is somewhere I had a problem. I first picked up the book about 2 months ago. I read half the book and put it down as the plot was sloping downwards. But then around 2 weeks back, I was bored because, lockdown. I picked it up again and reread it because I had heard so many great things about the book. Then I finished it and I was pleasantly surprised. We'll be reading the sequel soon. The fifth and the final book for the day also does not need any introduction. It's Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm really into the fantasy genre. और ये तो सब Game of Thrones Harry Potter का बाप है. To the non-Hindi speaking viewers, what I mean is, this series is father of all the fantasy genre books like Game of Thrones and Harry Potter. So I just had to read this book. So that's it for the video guys. If you like the video, please like it, share it, comment below for suggestions and please subscribe to the channel.